Hey dreamers, it's your number one dreamer, Sherri Pullum here, and this is Dreamers Unite Celebrity Edition, bringing you even more inspiration beyond our In the Studio podcast. In this video series, we celebrate the bold, the fearless, and the dream chasers who turn their dreams into reality. In this video, we dive into the story of one of hip-hop's most influential artists, Kendrick Lamar. Lamar's music delves deep into themes of race, identity, trauma, faith, and systemic oppression, making him not just an entertainer, but a truth teller and a cultural commentator. Well, since the Super Bowl, Kendrick's halftime performance has continued to spark conversation. People are still dissecting his message, debating its meaning, symbolism, and celebrating his fearless artistry. As the first solo rap act to headline the halftime show, Kendrick captivated over 133 million viewers with an electrifying performance, featuring appearances by SZA, Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam, and even Serena Williams crip walking, and let's not leave out those talented dancers. But beyond the spectacle of fabulosity, his performance ignited a cultural moment. Some instantly understood the depths of his messaging, while others were left confused. And some, quite frankly, were just haters. Well, I loved it. I still watch the halftime performance and receive something new from it every time I watch it. Love it or question it, one thing is for sure, Kendrick Lamar once again proved that he's more than just a performer. He's a cultural force, a visionary, a fearless, authentic being who's unafraid to challenge, inspire, and spark dialogue. Yes, Kendrick Lamar, America needs your voice. So here's to you. Bravo. Okay, now let's take it back to Kendrick's humble beginnings. Kendrick Lamar Duckworth was born on June 17th, yes, my Gemini kin, 1987 in Compton, California. He was the firstborn to parents Paula Oliver and Kenneth Kenny Duckworth, who were originally from the south side of Chicago, a neighborhood plagued by poverty and gang violence. Under pressure from Kendrick's mom to escape the escalating danger, the couple left Chicago with their clothes packed in garbage bags and just $500 in their pockets. They boarded a train to California, eventually settling in Compton, where Paula's aunt lived. But life in Compton wasn't easy. Kendrick's parents faced intense housing instability, often sleeping in their car, motels, or parks. Through determination, they eventually saved enough money to rent an apartment, beginning to build a new life, eventually having Kendrick, who they named after Eddie Kendricks from the legendary R&B group The Temptations. Despite having seemingly escaped Chicago's turbulent environment, Kendrick's father engaged in gang-related crime in Compton, drawing in violence and crime into Kendrick's childhood. Although Compton presented a tough setting and challenges, Kendrick's parents instilled in him and his three siblings the importance of family, hard work, and perseverance. Yet amidst the chaos, young Kendrick found his refuge in words and music. His father introduced him to hip-hop at an early age, taking him to the Compton swap meet, where they'd buy CDs and cassettes of old-school rap albums. One unforgettable moment came when Kendrick saw Tupac in person, an experience he later described as the birth of what I'm doing today.
Storytelling was the whole niche of the album. I want to bring that back into the game. And what Pac showed me was really, not being scared to show, vulnerability in your music, because that makes, the biggest connection, with the audience.
Yeah.
So when I speak on certain, topics about, certain friends or my homeboys or a certain female, it's not only real to me, but it's real to the listener.
Yeah. From there, Kendrick exhibited a passion for writing, crafting stories and poems that reflected his experiences and observations, much to the credit of his 7th grade teacher, Regis Inge, who had introduced Kendrick to poetry during his time at the Vanguard Learning Center. Mr. Inge encouraged a shy Kendrick to write poems and to improve his writing skills, even giving him a thesaurus to help improve his lyrics.
I needed to do something because they were angry and they were wanting to fight each other, and so I needed to figure out what can I do to get them to understand how to express themselves without their fists. Poetry.
Not only did he guide Kendrick Lamar toward his dreams, but he also spent his entire career inspiring and uplifting countless young minds. Mr. Inge, you are a true legend, making lasting impact to all these young people out here. Yes, I'm giving you some more golf claps. Okay, back to Kendrick Lamar. So, Kendrick began high school at Centennial High and adopted the nickname K-Dot. Despite being a straight A student, his high school years also had a fair share of delinquency, often running into trouble with the police and partaking in robberies and break-ins. In fact, when his parents learned that Kendrick was involved in a neighborhood crime, they kicked him out of their home for 2 days. Compton became the backdrop of Kendrick's formative years and the foundation for his artistry. The streets of his neighborhood, alive with both struggle and hope, inspired Kendrick's vivid storytelling and poetic voice. His tight-knit family and the cultural richness of his community shaped his worldview and creative expression. Eventually, Kendrick would take his poems and writings to another level. At his high school, Kendrick would participate in some of the school's rap battles where he would meet fellow artist Dave Free. The two would forge a strong friendship over their shared love of hip-hop and rap, something Kendrick would later describe as a brotherhood. In 2003, at just 16 years old, Kendrick released his first mixtape as K-Dot, titled Hub City Threat, Minor of the Year, with David Free acting as his manager. The mixtape showcased his raw talent, lyrical prowess, and ability to paint vivid stories through his words. Recognizing that they needed a platform to elevate Kendrick's career, he and Free set their sights on Top Dog Entertainment, the local independent label owned by Anthony Tiffith, better known as Top Dog. But breaking into the industry wasn't easy. Despite their talent, Top Dog initially ignored their mixtape until Free relentlessly pushed for a meeting. Eventually, Top Dog gave them a chance, and that moment would change the trajectory of Kendrick's career forever. Well, Kendrick wasted no time proving himself. In 2007, he collaborated with up-and-coming rapper J-Rock on No Sleep Till NYC. The following year, Kendrick and J-Rock linked up with 2 other rising stars, Ab-Soul and Schoolboy Q, to form the rap collective Black Hippie. The group's chemistry was undeniable, and their individual styles complemented each other perfectly, laying the foundation for what would be one of hip-hop's most respected movements. It was around that time that Kendrick decided to shed his K-Dot persona and start releasing music under his birth name.
It was just me basically developing myself. I mean, when people heard K-Dot, they was like, yo, the kid is dope. He can rap, but who is he? You know what I mean? That went on for years. He's just another cat in the streets that can rap good, right? So I was like, you know what? I want people to know who I am as a person and what I represent. So I woke up one morning, I said, the best way to start it off is giving me my name change, my real name. Something my mother been calling me for years, and this is who I am, and I'm gonna start putting that on records. You know what I mean? And the shit transcended where I'm putting it on records and it's representing me, and people accept it. You know what I mean? Because they can relate. And that was just the mind state. I felt like, what is an artist? You know what I mean? If you don't know who they are.
With his new identity firmly established, Kendrick released his fourth mixtape, Overly Dedicated, in September of 2010, the first under his real name. The project made an impact breaking into Billboard's top R&B hip-hop albums chart. But its biggest success was catching the attention of one of hip-hop's greatest producers, Dr. Dre. Impressed by Kendrick's raw talent and storytelling ability, Dr. Dre invited him to collaborate on his long-anticipated, though still unreleased album, Detox. In 2011, Kendrick released his debut studio album, Section 80. The album was a massive success, easily breaking into the Billboard's top 200 and receiving widely positive reviews from critics and listeners. Kendrick kept his momentum going, writing new music while touring and collaborating with major rap artists like Drake, Jeezy, The Game, Talib Kweli, Busta Rhymes, and Lil Wayne. As his popularity continued to grow, Dr. Dre signed Kendrick to Aftermath Entertainment in a joint venture with Interscope Records. With Aftermath's extensive resources and industry connections, Kendrick was now positioned to become rap's next superstar. Kendrick's rise to fame was not without challenges. Breaking into the competitive world of hip-hop required relentless effort and a clear vision. His early mixtapes like Training Day and C4 showcased his talent, but they struggled to gain mainstream traction. He had the skill, but the industry wasn't paying attention yet. After signing with Aftermath Entertainment and Interscope, Kendrick found himself under immense pressure. His second studio album under a major label, Good Kid, Mad City, released in 2012, was a massive success, garnering widespread critical acclaim for its powerful narrative and storytelling of Kendrick's life in Compton. However, sticking true to yourself is difficult in an industry focused on catchy hooks over substance. Kendrick refused to conform to trends, making his rise to stardom more challenging compared to artists who focus solely on mainstream appeal. With the later release of To Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick fully embraced his role as a voice for social change. The album tackled themes of systemic oppression, race, and Black empowerment. While widely praised, it also sparked controversy and criticism from those who misunderstood or rejected his messages. And of course, who could forget the infamous rivalry between Kendrick and Drake, one of the most intense feuds in modern hip-hop to this day? While the two initially showed mutual respect and collaborated in 2011 on Drake's Take Care album, tensions grew as both vied for the title of the genre's top artist. Subtle lyrical jabs turned into direct diss tracks, with Kendrick calling out Drake's authenticity and artistry, while Drake responded with his signature blend of wit and bravado. Well, Kendrick's Not Like Us isn't just a diss track. It's a cultural moment. Dropped on May 4th, 2024, amid his explosive feud with Drake, the track took the internet by storm, shattering Spotify records and making Grammy history, tying with Up, Up, and Away, recorded by the soul pop group The Fifth Dimension, as the most awarded song. Critics and fans alike hailed it as a mic drop moment, and it was a mic drop moment, faux show, cementing Lamar's victory in the rap battle. Many now consider it not just the best diss track of the feud, but one of the greatest of all time. Love to hear what y'all think about that, because the turnaround time, it was really exciting when Kendrick dropped that so fast. I mean, it was a drop the mic moment. Our heads were all spinning, and I'm sure Drake's was too. Anywho, let's move on to the love of Kendrick's life, his fiancée, Whitney Alford. The couple has been together since high school, and they have two beautiful children, Uzi and Enoch. Kendrick highly regards Whitney with respect and love, saying in an interview with Billboard that I wouldn't even call her my girl. That's my best friend. She's somebody I can tell my fears to. Oh, Kendrick. Yes, I love you respecting and recognizing your woman. Despite his fame, Kendrick maintains a low profile, avoiding social media and public appearances outside of his music and activism. His faith also plays a significant role in his life, influencing much of his lyrical content, particularly in albums like Damn and Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Kendrick has amassed numerous awards and accolades throughout his career, solidifying his status as one of hip-hop's greatest artists. He has won 17 Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year nominations for Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, Damn, and Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. His 2015 album, To Pimp a Butterfly, was a defining moment in hip-hop, blending jazz, funk, and spoken word with lyrics that tackled Black empowerment, historical trauma, and self-reflection. With powerful tracks like All Right becoming anthems for social movements, the album cemented Lamar as one of hip-hop's most visionary artists. In 2022, Kendrick's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers marked his first release under PG Lang and final project with Top Dog Entertainment and Aftermath. A deeply personal concept album, it explores themes of trauma, infidelity, and self-reflection during his therapy journey. Acclaimed for its lyricism and bold storytelling while blending conscious hip-hop with jazz, R&B, and soul, the album featured narration from his life partner Whitney and author and spiritual teacher Eckhart Tolle. In 2018, Damn made history by earning Kendrick the Pulitzer Prize for Music, making him the first non-classical or jazz artist to receive the prestigious honor. He has also won multiple BET Hip Hop Awards, MTV Video Music Awards, and Billboard Music Awards, showcasing his dominance in both artistic and commercial success. In addition, Kendrick has been recognized for his contributions to culture, receiving the Generational Icon Award from the California State Senate in 2015. His influence extends beyond rap music, as he has also won an Academy Award nomination for his work on the soundtrack of the Black Panther movie. His accolades continue to grow, cementing his legacy as a defining voice in modern hip-hop and beyond. Kendrick Lamar's journey from Compton to global icon is a testament to the power of resilience, creativity, and purpose. His legacy as one of the greatest artists of our time is built not only on his musical achievements, but also on his unwavering commitment to authenticity and social impact. And that, dreamers, wraps up our deep dive into Kendrick Lamar's roller coaster of a dream journey ride. Now, if you like this video and want more inspiring content, which I hope you do, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button and like us, follow us, share your comments or your favorite Kendrick Lamar moment. So until next time, keep dreaming, keep shining, and keep soaring to new heights. Remember, dreams are like stars. You may not always see them, but you know they're there. Dream big, dream bold, and know that your dream matters.